It's week 2 of our Cow series, Cloud of Witnesses, and we are hearing stories of faith. And today I'm excited to welcome our next guest, Mrs Joanne Kelly. Many people will know you, Mrs Kelly. You were a grade 6 teacher from mid-2013 until 2018, and also head of intermediates, now Hobson House during that time. You cared for many junior girls in that boarding house that are now in high school. You're teaching in Zambia at the moment, but you are still a Kingswood parent. And thank you for making time to come and speak to us. So welcome.
Great, thanks. I'm excited to be here. Hello, Kingswood. Nice to be able to see you again or address you again. It's lovely. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited.
Thank you, Mrs. Kelly. So let's get into it. Why do you follow Jesus?
Like everybody would say, it's a great question. Like many of you Kingswoodians, you're growing up hearing the Christian message. You're growing up hearing the Word of God. And perhaps that's as far as it goes. And that was a bit like it was with me. Did all those things that we should do, go to chapel, and those expectations that are on you, you fulfill those expectations, but it's not in your heart. Then when I went to university, there's some odd courses that you sometimes have to do when you do university. And one of them was biblical studies. And I thought, oh, that'll be an easy credit. I'll do that one. It'll be a quick sticks. And actually, it wasn't what I thought at all. And it really was kind of pulling the Bible apart and discrediting faith, if I could put it that way. And so it made me question, what do I believe and why do I believe it? And so I began to do some research because, of course, at university, you have to write research papers and you have to grapple with information and look up different references and books and all of that. And so as I did that, I realized that there was substance to this so-called faith that I thought I had. And the more I went into it and the more I looked at it, the more I realized that it wasn't blind faith that we had to have. Yes, there's an element of faith, but it's reasonable truth. And there are a lot of great authors out there. So if you're a person who asks questions and you want to know answers and you're not happy just with the status quo, then I encourage you to delve into it and look. Jesus says, ask, you'll find, seek, knock. You know, he uses those words 3 times because he's not afraid for you to look into this faith. And so that's what I did. And I came to the really sure conclusion that what Jesus says is true. And you can't just take it wishy-washy. It's either true or it's not. And if it's true, it demands your life. And what a journey it is to follow Jesus. So yeah, that's why I follow him, because he's true, he's alive, he's living.
Thank you. So and what sustains your faith? What keeps you going when we look around and see so much pain in the world and things are upside down? It almost seems like there isn't a God. What sustains you now that you have discovered this real faith?
Lots of things. Reading the Word, because the Word is it's living, it's active. There's so much truth to the Word. So reading the Word sustains me, but probably what keeps me going is answered prayer. Yes, there's a lot of prayer that's not answered the way that you'd like it to be answered, but there is a vast amount of prayer that is answered. And sometimes it's really specific prayer. And I'd like to share one quick story about when we had to move to Zambia. This was before my move back to Zambia. So I was married to Sean, and we were really newlyweds, and he went on a mission trip and came back saying he's got to go and be a missionary in Zambia. And I was like, whoa, I didn't sign up for that. No ways. That's not on my agenda. I love you, but gee, that's not what we're doing. And he said, well, you must come with and see. So I thought, okay, I'll be open-minded. And we came up to Zambia, and the missionary friends that we knew lived in a place called Kabwe. It used to be called Broken Hill. That's Kabwe's previous name. And we were there, and I was like, wow, God, this is not for me. I'm not cut out for this. I'm a Joburg city girl. It's the last thing I want. And so I was doing some praying and searching and really for God to tell me, yes, this is right. You don't have to move. It's okay. It's fine. You don't have to. And my reading that morning was in the Old Testament, what was in Deuteronomy. And I actually have it here, and I'm not going to read the whole thing because it'll take time. But it's from Deuteronomy chapter 8. And it says, observe the commands of the Lord, your God, walking in his ways, revering him. For the Lord of your God is bringing you into a good land, a land with streams and pools of water. And then it goes on to say a whole lot of things about what the land is like. And then it says, a land where bread will not be scarce and you will lack nothing. A land where rocks are iron and you can dig copper out of the hills. Now, Kabwe's name was Broken Hill because they dug copper out of the hills. And when I read that, it was like, oh my goodness, Jesus, you're telling me I need to come. So there was a prayer I had, and God answered it very specifically. And He often is very specific when He answers, but also He often just gives you answers of peace and security and an assurance of who He is for you. So that's what sustains me.
Oh, brilliant. That's a great story. That's a great story. As we close,
Yeah, I think so too.
Do you have any encouragement or a message for our Kingswood family?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I have lots of things I could tell my Kingswood family. I mean, you're still my Kingswood family too, hey. But one of them is that things are not certain. We know that. Look at the times we're living in. One would never have predicted we would be in the situations we are now in our countries, in the world. It's just not what we would have anticipated. So things are not certain, but one thing is certain, and that's the truth of Jesus. It's true, it's certain. And in the certainty of that truth, Jesus is with us. You know, when my boys came back from quarantine, it was really tough. We couldn't hug for 14 days. It was hard. And a lot of people are going through really lonely and hard times right now. Perhaps there's been quarantines at school, I believe, and that's not easy. It's difficult. But Jesus is the one who says He sticks closer than a brother, closer than a sister. Jesus sticks with you. So during this tough time and these lonely times and times when we want to commune with people and we're not really allowed to, know that you can be really close. You can commune with the God of the heavens, the one who created you. You can commune with Him.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep.
Lovely note to end on. Mrs. Kelly, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and for sharing with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. Stay well, everybody.
Thanks, Abe. God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.